This is Nate. Questions for Nate?
Kind of result when you see your teammates, in intriguing plays, you guys are behind.
I mean, we saw a lot of all the guys coming together. I felt like that's a big win for a program. I mean, it shows the culture you have. I feel like that win's bigger than winning 50-0. So I feel like we saw a lot of what the culture's about in our program and kind of what teammates we got. I feel like it shows a lot to the fans and to ourselves also.
Can you build on that? Is it something to build on?
Yeah, for sure. I feel like we can still build on it. I mean, throughout the season we should improve, obviously, but I liked what I saw.
What were the conversations like in the locker room at halftime? What did you guys talk about needing to do? And what kind
Yeah,
of-
I mean, we were kind of just talking about staying the course, really. We felt like we beat ourselves in a bunch of things at the beginning of the game, especially on defense. And we knew we could fix them, and we knew once the offense got going, we'd get going too, and we got a bunch of stops in a row, which really helped. Kind of figured it out, got in the flow of things, and from then on, we had a lot of success. So.
For someone like you and a lot of other guys that are sort of new to this team, on defense especially, I mean, how important was it to come together, and what did you see from a lot of you guys that are new to this team?
I mean, it's huge. I feel like no one was kind of complaining on the sideline, talking bad about each other. Sometimes that's what you see in certain teams, and when people get down on each other, really. And we didn't see that at all. Everyone was staying positive. We knew we could do better. I mean, I looked up on the clock with, I think there was like 7 minutes in the third quarter, and we were down 27-6, and I feel like I was still confident we could come back, and it happened. So I feel like we had a lot of guys on the sideline that believed, and kind of that's how it came about.
When you got up to that point in the third quarter, who were some of those vocal leaders that sort of was picking up the team on the sideline?
I feel like it was kind of just by position. Guys were just stepping up. I mean, it wasn't even one guy. Everybody was talking. Ghost had good energy. Chief had good energy. I tried to bring good energy. I mean, no one was really getting down. Everyone was just staying positive. Nakai was staying positive. The linebackers were staying positive. DBs were staying positive. I feel like when you got a group of guys that just aren't getting down on each other and blaming each other and just taking care of each unit, I mean, good things happen.
Where do you think that culture is rooted from? Where did it come from?
I mean, I feel like it came from Coach Tarduzzi, all the teams before us, how they saw the people before them do it in those championship teams and stuff like that. I feel like if you're a part of those cultures that win championships, you kind of know how to do things.
Did you ever experience anything like that at Kansas State where you were able to come from behind like that?
Yeah, I mean, we definitely had some comeback wins, and I feel like also that was built off culture. Just guys it's really similar to here, culture-wise, and I feel like that's why we have success, right? Or we're having success right now. So I feel like if we keep building on that culture, I'm gonna see a lot more.
The defense held. You guys held Cincinnati 37 yards in that fourth quarter.
Mm-hmm.
When did you notice the change in you guys' play, I guess, in that game to help you guys get back?
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like we got the momentum a little bit. I think that obviously helped. I feel like the guys were doing their jobs, getting their gaps. We just had little issues that turned into big issues and big runs, and then we'd have to keep going on these 15-play drives that were just kind of tiring us out. And we started fast at the beginning of each drive, got them to second and long, and from then on, Coach Bates called it aggressively, and we played well together.
What's the challenge for a defensive end and the rest of the guys at your position against a guy like Garrett Green who runs so much and stuff?
It's always hard going against a mobile quarterback. I mean, it changes the whole game plan. Just if you got a guy that back there that's mobile and is dangerous on his feet, we just got to be a little more patient with our certain reads and stuff we do. Got to make sure we keep our eye on him. Not let him out of the pocket. He's a big out-of-the-pocket thrower guy. So keeping him in the pocket is going to be a big deal. Just trying to having our focus more on him and our reads and stuff like that.
What have you learned about this rivalry?
I've learned a ton. I mean, honestly, I think pretty sure it was like 2 years ago. I think I saw the game on TV. I was watching it. I didn't realize, I was like, why is this such a big game? But then I realized it was a rivalry, and since Midwest, I mean, I got no idea. I didn't know about the rivalry until really about then. But I mean, now I know how big it is for both programs, how close we are. Only like a 40-minute drive is what I heard. So I understand it's a huge rivalry, and I feel like I take pride in it already so far, even though I haven't been there for too long.
As an end, you're responsible then for keeping him in the pocket.
Yeah.
And making sure keep you bracket that in.
Yeah, that's definitely going to be our job. Not in every play, but most plays. We're going to be trying to keep them in, just as a defensive line, too. I mean, you can obviously scramble up the middle and stuff like that if those D tackles don't do their job, too. So it's kind of a whole group effort.
How many times did you play West Virginia when you were in the Big 12?
How many times, you say? I think 4 or 3. Yeah, three times. So I played at West Virginia twice and West Virginia at home once. So.
Do you feel like you had-
No, maybe I only played them twice, actually, because I don't think we played them last year. So, yeah, I think I played at West Virginia once and then at home once.
You didn't play against Reed.
I don't think so.
You didn't play them last year.
Yeah, I don't think I did. Yeah. There's someone else, another guy was similar to.
Do you have any kind of takeaways coming away from those games? What did you learn about West Virginia?
Yeah, I mean, at K-State we always had we had a lot of respect for their team. They play hard. Their offensive line is really physical, and we knew they wanted to run the ball. That's kind of their style of offense. So that's going to be a big point to us, just like last week. Cincinnati likes to run the ball. They like to run the ball. It's similar offenses. So I feel like stopping the run, they're a physical team. They're going to this game's going to be physical regardless because it's a rivalry game, and guys are going to be trying to impose their will on each other. So I feel like just being physical up front is kind of what they want to do, so we got to match that and be even better, I'd say.
How much do you guys feed off the offense, especially against Cincinnati when they're starting to get things going? How much do you guys feed off the offense when they play?
Yeah, we definitely fed off it a little bit. I mean, we started slow. We both started slow. I mean, we weren't doing well at the beginning. They weren't doing well. So I feel like once one team steps up, the other team gets a little bit of confidence. That's just how football goes. That's a game of momentum. So I feel like once offense got rolling a little bit, we got to stop. I think they scored again, and then we got another stop. So I feel like if you can just get that momentum rolling within the team, I mean, you can get a 20-point comeback in less than a quarter. So, yeah.
I know he's sitting right over there, so I don't want to make it too awkward, but do you remember Dez, either in the spring or the summer, was there a time when he made a play and you were just like, oh, okay, that's what that guy
Yeah, there's definitely plenty of plays that Dez did. I mean, I remember in the spring, I think we were doing like testing and doing like verticals and stuff, and I saw his vertical and I was like, at first when I got here, I was like, who's Des Reed? I didn't even know that was. And then figured out he was our running back in the spring in the fall camp. So he made a ton of plays. I mean, he reminds me a lot of my old teammate Deuce Vaughn. I mean, they're really similar in the way they do things, their size, their shiftiness, their speed. And obviously you've seen it on the field in the first 2 games. He's a really good player. So
This year's a true freshman, but he seems like he's getting a lot of snaps.
Yeah.
What have you seen from him these first 2 games of the season?
I mean, a lot of maturity. The kid he just makes plays. Like, he just knows what he's doing. He has confidence on the field. I'm his roommate in hotels and stuff like that. So, I mean, he doesn't really – he's not like the normal freshman that gets scared and stuff like that. He has a ton of confidence in himself. He goes out there, just makes plays, does what he does. I mean, he's going to be a really good player.
Anything fun? Nate, thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
41.
Yeah, it's probably 41, 42, around there. Yeah, I think it was 42 actually. Got 42 once. Yeah.
Desmond, what are the days after a game like U4? I mean, you're touching the ball so much, you're playing in so many different ways. Like, what's your recovery process like the days after a game?
Sure, I just, get in the training room, I try to do full body stuff, make sure my whole body good. Ice tub, hot tub, just make sure my whole body good, really. I mean, not really too much I really do, though.
That becomes more important as the season wears on, you play more games, get more hits on you?
Say that again?
It becomes more important to kind of take care of your body and everything like that.
Oh, yeah. I mean, then, in a couple more games, that's when we start conference play. So, that's what really counts right there. So just make sure my body good by then.
Your touchdown run against Cincinnati, Konata made a really big block towards the end. Did you notice him making that block as you were getting close to the end zone?
Oh yeah. I definitely did. I mean, shoot, that whole play was just crazy. I mean, the whole game was crazy. We started slow, and shoot, I'm just proud of the team. We fought all 4 quarters, and that just really shows a lot about this team. That no matter what the score is, we gonna just keep fighting.
it was down to like 5 minutes left in the third quarter, and you're still down 3 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Your head coach said yesterday there was more confidence on the sideline than maybe he's he's ever seen. I mean, what, like,
Oh,
was there
yeah.
somebody leading that? Where did that come from? You guys had that confidence?
I mean, to be honest, I don't know myself. It's just like the whole game, like everybody head was just up. Like we wasn't down that, like not one time during the game. Everybody was still confident. We knew if everybody did what they were supposed to do, like things was gonna work out how it was supposed to. And shoot, the fourth quarter, we all just came together and it just clicked. And that's what happens when everybody doing what they supposed to do. That's what happens.
You didn't show your touchdown passes, right? But you were looking a little bit in the second half. How much pain were you trying to ignore?
I mean, sure, yeah. I just wanted to win. I wanted to help the team win. I wanted to do whatever I could to help. I was in a little pain, but during the game, you ain't really thinking about the pain. You just want to win. It was a close game, so I really wasn't trying to get out the game then. So, yeah, I mean, I'm gonna be good though. Make sure my body good.
On that long catch and run, you knew it was going to be a touchdown before the ball was even snapped. How often does that happen where you're sitting back there, you're in your stance, the ball's in the snap yet, and you're like, oh, this is a 20-yard play, this is a touchdown?
I mean, yeah, like a lot of our passes played. I mean, shoot, I like to read the coverage, see what they about to give us, so I really know what I'm about to do before it get there, So I seen they was playing man, so I'm like, oh yeah. I mean, that's what we want. This whole offense, that's what we want. We want them to play man, and sure, it worked out how it was supposed to.
What's the fiercest rivalry you ever played in? I mean, you played obviously down in Miami, you played in Western Carolina. What's some of like the fiercest rivalries you've ever played in?
To be honest, I ain't never had no rivalry game. To be honest, yeah, it was. Yeah, I mean, this would be the only the rivalry game I only played. I never really had a rivalry game. I mean, in high school, but it wasn't really a rivalry to me. Yeah.
Have you thought about what it's going to be like with 70,000 people in the stands?
I mean, yeah. I mean, I thought about like, me scoring and there, all the fans just, going crazy. I'm just ready for the game, to be honest. It's gonna be exciting. I know it's gonna be a fun game to watch.
Ask Nate the same question, but what have you learned about this rivalry so far
Oh,
from coaches?
oh yeah, it's hate. Between both of us. They hate us, we hate them. Coach Dewey showed us a couple videos of the West Virginia fans last year, how they was acting, and I mean that would make it fun. Sure, we just gotta come out and play good. We gotta start fast, and sure, it'd be good.
This guy, Trey Lathan on West Virginia, plays linebacker. I think he's from around
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, I played against him in high school in the All-Star game before. Pretty good player. Yeah.
You guys beat him pretty bad.
Oh yeah, we killed them. I think we beat them by like 3 touchdowns. It was an All-Star game, having fun out there. It was all love though, but yeah, he's a good player. Looking forward to playing against him.
What makes him good?
He's big. He's smart. He makes a lot of. He makes a lot of plays. Really, their whole linebacker core. They have a nice linebacker core. So we just gotta do what we're supposed to do as an offense.
Anything final? Desmond, thank you.
Thank you.
Career high in receiving yards, couple touchdowns. What was working for you on Saturday?
Really just sticking to the game plan. We worked hard in practice. And me and Eli, after practice, we make sure we stay back and work on a couple throws just to get the timing down, get the rhythm down, connection down. And so that's really what it was, just trusting the game plan, trusting the routes, trusting technique, training, and that's how it worked out.
That extra work with Eli, is that something you've been doing for a while now, or is that last week for you guys?
We've been doing it since probably before the first game. Right before the first game.
In week 1, it took just about 3 minutes to get into the end zone for you guys. This week against Cincinnati, took almost 3 full quarters. I mean, what was it like to finally get in the end zone, and what was it like just progressively going through this game against Cincinnati?
It was good. I mean, it was just really just finishing, just like how we did at Kent State. We was moving the ball. We was getting down there fairly quickly. It was just about the little details, cleaning up on the little things and just finishing, really. That's all it was.
That was your first 100-yard game since Akron. Do you feel like finally now this is your 3rd year here, do you feel like it's finally happening? You know what I mean? You're finally sort of doing what you came here to do as far as being productive, scoring touchdowns, putting up yards, getting a lot of plays?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a blessing, Can't do nothing but thank God for that. But, it definitely feels good to get that landmark again, just having that feeling for sure. And I'm excited what K has to do. I mean, he has a lot of good things in the playbook. He's very intelligent. He knows what he's doing, very savvy. So, I'm just trusting the game plan, just going out there practicing hard, playing hard, and, everything fall in place. So.
The things that go so well with West Virginia last year, is there a feeling to talk among your teammates when you show people that's not what we're all about?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, obviously last year wasn't how we wanted to play against West Virginia. But, I mean, this year we're a completely different team. So, I mean, completely different offense, completely different mentality, So, I mean, it's completely different. We're confident. We're going into the game confident, and we're excited for what's going on. So, good game plan, and we're ready.
What did you see from Eli as he kind of transitioned from that first half to that second half? It was a rough start for him and the team, but then he really found hit his stride in the second half.
I mean, really just settling in. I mean, this is his first time playing. That's a hostile environment. Going from Kent State, and Cincinnati's a really good team. So, being able to play against guys that's going first round, second round on the opposite side, and in a hostile environment, everybody just has to settle in, get a little comfortable. And once he did that, he was just fine. So.
After the game, Eli talked about how he apologized to the coach, apologized to the team. I mean, what does that say about him that he sort of takes that on his shoulder as a redshirt freshman?
I mean, it speaks volumes about him, a guy that can take accountability. And that's who you want as a leader and as a quarterback for your program, Somebody that doesn't point the finger and, just take accountability when he has to and when he needs to. So that speaks volumes of his character. And he's a great guy, great person, and a great quarterback. So.
What did you notice on Desmond Reid's touchdown? I mean, you made that big block towards the end zone. What were you thinking through that play? What did you see on the field?
I mean, initially, I'm not gonna lie, I was running to get open. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I wanted the ball. And then as I'm running, the dude was like holding my hand or something. And I kind of I'm talking to the DB, and I look back and I just see Des fly. I'm like, oh, snap. So then that's when I kind of just turned around, just try to make a block. I mean, that was a much needed touchdown, a big play that we needed. So just trying to do everything we can to get in the end zone. He did a great job, he's very explosive, very quick, very fast. So.
Did you say you were talking to the DB?
Yeah.
What were you saying?
I'm like, dang, you gonna hold my hand? Like, we just. So it wasn't nothing crazy, though.
Yesterday, your head coach was saying that maybe like 2 years ago at some point you came to him and said, hey, coach, I really want to focus on taking care of my body. I want to that's what I feel like I need to do. What has that been like over the last year or two? Like, what have you done differently to take care of your body better?
I mean, really just getting in a routine. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, coming into Akron, freshman, young, 18, 17, I wasn't really worried about it. I'm just thinking, I'm finna go play football. And, something I pray about is I want to play a long time in the league. I want to be a Hall of Famer. And with that, you have to be able to take care of your body. And, being in this position at Pitt, Jay Wayne's really taught me it for really. He was a professional here. And just it's very physical at Pitt. So, at camp, spring, you're going to get nicked up, you're going to get bruised. In order for you to be your best and continue to be your best, you got to make sure your body right, your mental right, all those things taking factor. So.
Jared shared that with you. Have you tried to share it with Kenny or some of the other younger receivers on the team?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, after practice every day, we bring it up and, whatever I have to say, and I talk about it, and I always let them know. And Day does a good job of doing it as well. Is just make sure you recover, take care of the things outside of football. So.
Especially in the second half, you were getting open pretty often. I was wondering, what is your biggest attribute? Your speed, your looking ability, or your route running?
I think my biggest thing is just probably route running. I mean, I've been working on my craft since I was in 7th or 8th grade. So, and then I feel like I'm very twitchy. I'm very quick. I accelerate well and move side to side very fast. So, I mean, that's really, I feel like my biggest thing is, I can separate, get open, twitch. So.
You mentioned the routine in terms of recovering and everything like that. Are you able to share what are some of the parts of that routine that you go through every day or every day?
Okay, yeah. So I always wake up maybe. So we have a wake up or a check-in time, whatever it is. I try to wake up an hour before, brush my teeth. Then I come up here, take care of everything at home. Come up here, get in the hot tub. Then I go get stretched by one of the strength staff or whatever, the trainers. Or if something's nicked up, I'll get it worked on. And then I come up here before team meeting, and me and Klein, we do tennis ball drills to kind of just wake up my eyes, just to see the ball well, because, it's early. I'm still kind of asleep, so I just use that for hand-eye coordination. And then after, so Tuesdays, me and Klein, I come back, I watch film with Klein, and then we go out to the field, and I do just like maybe some quick footwork stuff, you know, just a quick tune-up, ball drills, and then after that I get in the cold tub, hot tub, and I have my own pair of boots at home, and then so when I'm at home, I just get in the boots.
You find that Desmond's in the training room with you a lot, with getting worked on. It seems like these past couple games, he's carried the ball a lot. He's got nicked up a little bit, but been able to play through it all.
Yeah, I mean, Des is a tough guy, so I mean, and you know, I expect it from him being from Florida. Like, you know, I expect that. And he's been, since I've been here, he's always in the training room, you know, just taking care of his body, you know, taking care of what he needs to do. Because, I mean, he's a big part of this program, a big part of the offense, and we're going to need him. So he's definitely been doing well with that.
Anything final? Konata, thank you.
Thank you.
Kyle Lewis. Question for Kyle.
I think you shared this been on the mind a little bit after what happened last year down in Morgantown.
Yeah, last year was a rough year. We came in there, you know, we had our helmets on going in there. That was my first rival game away. So, you know, we came in there, had a bad game. That was definitely like one game to remember. So we definitely got that chip on our shoulder this year going in for this week.
On the flip side, you were here in 2022, right?
Yeah.
First game, like what was, I don't remember if you played in that game, but what was just the atmosphere in the stadium like? What do you remember?
That was crazy. That was like my first college game I ever went to. That was like my first even NFL game I ever went to. I never went to an NFL game too. So, like, you know, introduction to college for me, stadium packed out. MJ had the game-winning pick six. Stadium was like, I didn't even know it can get that loud. So, I'm definitely looking forward to like trying to bring that energy this year again. Like, definitely win. You know, that's our first goal, but definitely get that energy back in the city.
What do you see from Garrett Green watching the video of his first two games?
Say again?
West Virginia quarterback. What do you like about him? What concerns you about him?
Yeah, we definitely knew about him last year. This year, we definitely seen a lot more of him running again. You know, he got injured during our game, so this game we already know him, like why he come in trying to think of what he doing. You know, he shows some speed, he shows some passing ability, so we definitely gonna watch out for that.
What did Coach Bates do to help you guys get some more pressure on the quarterback in the second half last week?
To be honest, I wouldn't fairly say the pressure was the issue. You know, sometimes there was adding protection. You had the tight end either doing chip blocks or just max protecting, you know. Other times, you know, they doing quick passes. So no matter how, like, fast the pressure is, quarterback catching it, throwing it, catching it, throwing it. So the pressure wasn't getting to him. So, you know, I would more so say we probably changed the coverage a little bit, but we just, like, had a wake-up call for the defense. Like, you know the things they was doing. The defense, they adjusted themselves. The players adjusted themselves, had faster reaction, and then we got to the ball better.
As the game wore on, could you feel like you guys were getting close to getting him? It seemed like he started getting a little gun-shy at the end of the game. His throws started going awry and things like that.
Yeah, because, you know, we started switching up the coverages and stuff. It got the quarterback to hesitate. You know, me, I was coming in heavy the first half, but the quarterback doing so many quick passes, I'm not really affecting it. I got a lot of QB hits, a lot of QB hurries, but because he's throwing it so fast, I'm not getting what I'm supposed to get. I'm supposed to get some sacks, you know. But once you change up the coverage, quarterback gets a hesitating. That's how he ain't got his big time sack, throw up the sharp, you know. So we always gonna say like we the best adjustment in the country, the best adjustment defense. So we're gonna keep adjusting every drive.
From the corners, you know, obviously a little bit young on the outside, but how were they able to adjust as the game went on?
You know, they was definitely trying to hit the hitches. We definitely caught on to that after, you could say, the first quarter. So, you know, we definitely had to just change the coverage. And then, you know, they caught one pass on Ryland. And, like, I think that was the first drive of the first quarter. And, you know, Ryland got back. Was that before the half or after the half when he almost caught the pick? I don't remember which part that was, but, you know, he always got back for that. You know, like, we just going to have to, like, have a short-term memory. Like, none of us was on each other's backs in that halftime room. When we was down by, like, 21, nobody was saying, you got to do this, you got to do that. Like nobody was pointing fingers. Like as soon as we got in the locker room, like everybody, like every single person in the locker room, we all saying like, yo, we got this. Like we're not panicking. We're not gonna go against each other. Like we built for this moment. Like we see what they doing. We practice against what they doing. We already knew what they were supposed to do. Like we gotta lock in. So we locked in, and then we came back.
How big was this game for you guys? Obviously, given what happened last year and the record, how important was this comeback in terms of confidence?
It was major. It was major. I was saying down the sideline, like this our testament. Like this literally was our testament. This tested our character because they scored the same amount of points last year, the same exact amount of points. It was like was it the same amount of deficit, 6-27 too? Like that was literally our testament. We had to keep composure. We couldn't panic. We couldn't do nothing. Like, you know, we all saying this on the side. Like we've been through this before. Like, come on, let's lock in right here. You know, we locked in. Offense scored, defense 3 and out. Offense scored, defense 3 and out. Offense scored, defense 4 and out, 5 and out, and then offense scored again, game winner.
How is Brandon George competing at like linebacker? Seems like that was pretty big on Saturday when you see him.
You know, B. George, that's our field general. You know, Cincy, they was doing a lot of trick plays, you could say, wacky plays, and we're gonna need somebody like B. George to like pick that up. You know, he got his experience. One play, I had an MA on. He had the Army, when the tight end went for like 50 yards. I was supposed to get him. I ain't see him because he was at the tackle. So it was the Army. It was a little mistake. And then, you know, we cleaned that up. So, you know, any other team that want to try to do that, we definitely going to be on that. And it was other trick plays that they was trying to do, but, like, they couldn't get no more out of us because we were just, you could say we were sound and we was disciplined. Like, when they ran the ball at the running back, gave it back to receiver. I tripped the receiver up, and then he still tossed it to the quarterback, and then, you know, the quarterback tried to throw it to the receiver, but the cornerback is still on the receiver, you know. So plays like that, we definitely stay disciplined on, and in the future, we're going to make sure we keep being disciplined on that, too.
When you had the MA, what did you tell yourself?
I'm like, I messed up, schools, go forward with it.
That was it?
Yeah, that was it. Like, you're going to mess up on the field, like, if you're gonna keep messing up, if you're saying like I messed up, I gotta do this. Like you're gonna keep messing up now. Like you messed up, that's cool. Just keep being you. You know you're gonna make another play. Like just keep going.
What do you feel about that? How much confidence everyone had in the sideline even when you guys were down? Was there a moment in that game where you're like, oh, we're actually gonna do this? You know, I'm not just confident. I can see this one.
It was never a moment where I don't think anybody on the sideline could say it was ever a moment when they actually think they couldn't do it. You know, the whole time we all was thinking that we actually could do it. But, like, you know, when the offense, they scored their first touchdown in the second half, you know, we definitely got a lot more energy off that, you know. The sideline got a lot more turn, you know. They playing their music. It's supposed to be their home game. We over here having energy on our sideline. The fans right behind us feeling like it's our home game, you know. So we definitely, like, you could say we gained confidence off that, but we never lost confidence that we was going to fall apart.
You guys feel like you play better, like complementary football this year in terms of, you know, the defense makes play, offense goes out and makes play, defense goes out and makes play?
Yeah, definitely. You know, offense play fast. You know, they a tempo offense. They trying to throw, run, whatever they trying to do, quickly to score a touchdown. You know, defense play aggressive, you know. We trying to go get that ball. We trying to take the ball. We trying to blitz. We trying to get CFLs. We trying to get sacks. So, you know, you're definitely a good combination of two that teams definitely going to get hard to get used to.
Do all the guys have a shirt like that?
Yeah, we all just got this shirt today.
Everybody
And,
get one?
yeah.
What have you seen from Rasheem? I mean, it seems like he always had that big sack late in the game in Cincinnati. What have you seen in sort of his improvement at linebacker? We know he's pretty good.
Yeah.
Linebacker.
Hey, I told y'all about him. I told y'all about him. That's my boy. You know, he a shark. He definitely a big shark. First thing he did when he threw the sack, I'm right behind him because, you know, the running back picked me up, came off the edge, got the quarterback. I'm already know what he was going to do. He threw it the shark in front of the student section, the Cincy. Then he did his UC celebration too. You know, so he's a big-time player. Like, no matter what you call, he's going to make a play. You know, some players, like, you know, some players going to fall into them. Sometimes they're going to make a play, but for he, like, no matter what, he going to make a play. Like, he hungry to go get the ball. He trying to go get it.
Do you guys like totally embrace the shark mentality now, especially in the season? It's easy to talk about that kind of stuff in the offseason, fall camp. But how do you think you guys have been showing that throughout the first few games?
Yeah, that's our culture. Like, that's our totem. Like, everybody love the Sharks. Like, we bring a different type of energy to the defense. We bring a different type of energy in the room. We try to bring a different type of energy in the city. Like, we try to have the Sharks, everybody throw the Sharks in the student section when we make a play. That's our goal. Like, we trying to be the best in the country, so it starts there. It starts with our culture. It starts with everybody in the room believing in one another and one another's capabilities. You know, it starts off from that. Like, we all trying to play fast. We all trying to make big plays. We all trying to hit something, you know. That's why we always say eat face. It's a, a Florida slang, but, it's also like a fundamentals thing. Keep your head up, chest up, and run through somebody, Like, that's our thing. So, Sharks definitely coming, and we here.
Kyle, thank you.
Appreciate y'all.
Thanks a lot.